Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, home fragrance empties for the month of December. I mentioned this in another empties video, but I'm not sure if it'll go up before or after this video. I'm going to be switching up the way I do my empties videos. I've done them typically in the past at the end of every month, which has been fine, but just with how I'm switching up content on my channel, with like less hauls and hopefully more use it up empty type of content, I want to do these more often if I have the products. So as you can see, this is like long overdue. I could have done this a long time ago. So that's how I'm going to kind of structure these. Like if it's mid-month and I have a ton of empties, I'm just going to talk about them and then maybe talk about them again at the end of the month. I'm just going to go as often as I have product instead of like putting myself on that monthly routine. It was nice because it was in conjunction with my inventory, but I think my inventory's fine. Like I can figure out and count how many things I have. I know in the past I was like worried about like, oh, what if I said I used up 2 candles, but I really used up 3, or I was off numbers. Like I can just go back and count my totals and be fine. So I want to do these more often instead of just monthly. So as you can tell, I have, well, you can't tell because this is on top, but I have a ton of stuff in here. I need to do this really bad. So first on top we have Equate Jumbo Cotton Balls. Love these. Love these for cleaning out my wax warmers. That's why they're in the home fragrance empties. Something is in here. Oh, I was like, something smells. I have some wax burning in here that I totally forgot about. I thought it was these empties. I was like, isn't this stuff empty? How's it so fragrant? Anyway, yeah, I really like these. I've actually started doing more like where you turn your warmer on for a couple minutes. It gets a little bit melty and then you just like take the wax right out, which has helped save on not only cotton balls, but it's just like easier cleanup and all of that. So I've been doing some of that a little bit more than I had in the past. I don't even know where to begin. Maybe we'll chat about Wallflowers. Is that where I usually start with these? Okay. This one, let's start with this one. This one, not very empty as you can see, but this is a work Wallflower. And I don't have as much patience for my work Wallflowers as I do for my home Wallflowers because I have so much else going on at home. My work ones, it's the only fragrance delivery system we have going at work. That seems so weird to say out loud, but anyway. Sometimes I'll bring my Scentsy Go, but typically if there's a lot of people in the office, I don't run that. I typically do that only if I'm there by myself, which is frequent since everyone's working from home. Otherwise, we just have our dual Wallflower plug. When I start to not being able to smell the Wallflowers in the dual plug, might I add, which switches back and forth, I lose patience. So this came out today because I was done with it. Not a fan of this scent either. So this was Mahogany Apple, Bath & Body Works. Mahogany Woods, Golden Apple, Lavender Springs are the notes. I should know this by now, but everything from Bath & Body Works with mahogany in it is so men's cologne-y. Like, this, I don't even know if this is really apple, maybe like a hint. Maybe like a hint of apple. I just, as soon as I put it in and I, like the first time, you know, like after I plugged it in for the first time, whatever, wasn't really a fan. I was like, dang, I should have got something better. I need some water. My throat's getting dry. So I wasn't really a fan of that. Definitely wouldn't repurchase. I don't know which one of these I used up first. So let's talk about Pumpkin Cupcake. These were both home Wallflowers that I'm going to talk about next. Okay, Pumpkin Cupcake. This is Madagascar Vanilla Pumpkin Spice Freshly Baked Cupcake. This was so good. It got a little bit. Sometimes they do that. This was so good. And even though this is like a light scent, like it truly smells like cupcake frosting, it did really well in the Wallflower. I was shocked. I don't know if, like, sometimes, I don't know if it's just how the heat's blowing in the house that day or what, but like this did really well and you could actually smell it, like not just standing right next to the Wallflower. So like you would get whiffs of it like around the house. So very impressed by Pumpkin Cupcake. Bought the candle because of how well this Wallflower did on Candle Day. Last one for the home Wallflowers is Caramel Pumpkin Swirl. This is Luscious Caramel Ground Cinnamon Creamy Vanilla, and this one has stuff left because the wick doesn't go all the way down. Don't get me started. This is also so good. I have the candle in this somewhere. I made it into little tarts, and okay, I don't know about pumpkin, like this is straight up caramel and cinnamon. Okay, it says, even though I just read you the notes, I'm just realizing, Luscious Caramel Ground Cinnamon Creamy Vanilla. It says nothing about pumpkin in here. This is a year-round scent. It's so good. I think I burned the candle first and then I was like, let's put the Wallflower in. That was so good. I have one of these for work too, but since I know now that it's more like all year round, I'm in no rush to put it in. Let's talk this. Oh, funny. Okay. This is a box of a fragrance flower that I put in our half bath. I know I've talked about this briefly. It's in the scent Sea Salt and Avocado. This is like literally just the box that it came in. So I could tell you guys about it. I put it in there the beginning of December, I want to say. It has been doing so well. I'm so impressed. I was a little bit like unsure about the fragrance flowers. So I'm very glad that I got to test this out. This came in my Scentsy starter kit. It's been doing well. I'm hesitant to say, but I think if it continues to perform at the rate it's performing, I would buy them in the future. I'll just say that. But I have them in our half bath. I have it in our half bath. It's been a day. And it's been doing so well. It's very fragrant in that small space. Would consider getting one for our work bathroom because our work bathroom has no outlets, and I work with a lot of guys and it gets smelly in there. I'm just gonna be honest. And the fact that it has no outlets, we like can't plug it, you know, what are you gonna do? It has no outlets. So it's just like a very awkward space. So I would consider getting one of these for a work office. The only hesitation I have is I'm afraid someone will walk away with it. Like, you know how that goes. Okay, let's talk, quickly, I have some pods. So these are the pods in Bright Cider Life. I hope they come back out with this scent next fall. Oh, it's so good. Okay, these pods were freaking powerhouses. They were so strong. I'm so glad I got these because I was kind of on the fence about getting them. So happy I did. Loved the Bright Cider Life fragrance. I initially had them in my Go. I used them completely until I could not smell them anymore in my Go. I got a night light, like the wall fan plug-in with the light in the bottom. Is it called swivel, maybe? That could be totally wrong, but I think it's called swivel. So I intended, I run it at nighttime with the night light. Like that's the only time I turn it on. So I put these pods in it after I had used them all up in my wall fan because I was like, if there's not a ton of scent, we'll be sleeping. Like it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on fragrance, whatever. I got that at the beginning of November. This could be totally, or the beginning of December. God, my dates are all mixed up. Like, it does not feel like it's gonna be, like, that is 2021. Like, what? That's so weird to say. I don't know. Anyway, I put this in a while ago. And they, like, I thought they were empty. I put them in, they one, you could still smell them, and two, they lasted forever after I thought they were already done. Like even now, you can still smell a hint, like barely. But like today, I feel like was the first day I woke up and turned off the wall fan and was like, okay, I don't think I can smell these anymore. I'm going to keep the pods, probably keep them in this container, whatever, for the like pod hack that you can do. If you're like, what is that? I don't really know because I've never done it myself, but I've just heard people talk about it. But you like you empty this container and then you take the scent packs and put those beads in these. Like I think one of those packs fills up 2 of these. I didn't find much info, but I've heard people talk about it, and I think I'm gonna keep these and do that with them, with some scent packs. And I think the reason people do that is because, one, if they're like, I don't know where to put my scent pack, but I know other people, like if there's like a lot of the buddy releases and those types of things, they come with scent packs, but like they don't offer that scent in the pod. So I think people like to repurpose things. So gonna keep those aside because I want to do that with them. I put in a new car bar of Welcome Home, and I put my old car bar in the back, but now that I'm doing my empties, I realized I had the car bar thing right here from the old one. So let's pull it out. Okay, so I put Welcome Home in. This looks like so yellow. I don't know why that is. Like, do these like, it look like old or like it leaked. I don't know. It's really good though. I'm loving it. What I loved even more was the scent I put in before it, which is apple and cinnamon sticks, which I cut open before I knew that there was like little pull things on the end of these. And I have it right here. It still smells a little bit, so I might put this somewhere. I might put it, you know how some people like put it in their sock drawer, or like I might tie it on like the handle or something of our laundry bin. Sometimes that can start to get a little musty by weekend. So I might do that. I know I would consider doing it at the bottom of my trash, but I don't think it's that fragrant to the point where it would like do the trash, you know? I might do it in the laundry because this scent, I dropped it. This was so good. I mean, this seems like a pretty staple scent. Like it seems like it would come back for fall winter if it gets retired, because I would assume that it would. I really don't know. I'm a new consultant, okay? I would buy this again, like multiples. It was that good. Okay, let's talk. Oh, I have a Wallflower. I forgot. This, I'm telling you, this is the biggest, like, I never have this many empties, which is sad, but anyway. One more Wallflower. Pumpkin pecan waffles. Scent notes. Maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice. Not a fan of this scent. Corey likes this. Wallflower was a great performer. I just don't like it. Like, I don't think I could even do the candle. Sorry, everyone, but I'm not a fan. Okay, now let's do candles. I have this Glade ginger spice something. I tried to burn this, as you can see. This is the worst candle I ever tried to burn. It was horrid. It tunneled on the first burn and smelled like nothing. I get it that it's Glade, but like seriously, I don't get it. So I put it on the candle warmer for like a couple days is all it lasted. On the candle warmer, it really just smelled like something spicy. I have another one. I don't even think I'm gonna try and burn this one because like this one did so poor. How would this one even be remotely, like why would I waste my time? So it'll probably just go onto the candle warmer. I don't know if I'll like keep this jar and like use it for, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Like I'll clean it out, but I don't know if I'll repurpose it at all. Also candles that I burned and then ended up on the warmer, Spiced Apple Toddy Mini. This was a year old, so that's why it ended up on the warmer. I think I finally come to the conclusion that like, do whatever you want with the candles, but after they're a year old, like stop messing around and just put them on the warmer, because they're already a year old. They're only going to continue to like lose scent. So just stop messing around, I guess, is what I've come to the conclusion of. But I absolutely love this scent and would love to have at least one of these every year, preferably the three wick, not the single wick, but love that one. Last candle that I burned and then went on the warmer is Winter Candy Apple. I knew this candle was old, but not until I like started doing my inventory of like actual candles and wax. I realized this candle's from 2015. Like, do you see this? 2015? That's 5 years ago. That's so long ago. So I had initially started burning this last winter, and I only got about halfway through it. And then I burned it a couple more times, as you can see, and it just like wasn't, it was fine, but you could tell like the scent was hardly there. So I just put it on the warmer. Look at that wick separation. Look how far the wicks drifted. I've never, like my wicks hardly ever drift in my candles on when they're on the warmer. This one, for some reason, they just went haywire. And I think it's could be because this is such an old candle that they used different wick glue than they do like nowadays. That's just my assumption, because like I know other people show older candles that do this. My new candles, they never separate that far. I just thought that was so funny. Look at that. You cannot relight this candle. This glass would shatter if you relit this candle. That just makes me laugh though. I love when the wicks like drift off. It just makes the candle look so funny to me. Speaking of candles, before we get into clams, finished off this lighter. I literally, like 2 days before I finished this off, I was like, you know what, we should probably buy a backup lighter to have on hand. Like I don't know if I just had a feeling, but like, you know how you used to be able to like see through lighters, like the window of like how much oil was in there? I don't know if they like did away with that, because like these new ones, like this, you couldn't see through, but it still had it. And like this one doesn't have anything at all. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Is it like a safety hazard? I don't know. But it makes it really hard to know when your lighters are about to run out. So thankfully we bought backups, and then literally 2 days later, this one bit the dust, it's done. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Goodness. I have clams to round this out. I did my last melted mousse little one of these guys. It was Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, Whipped Vanilla, Cream, Marshmallow, Sandalwood, and Magnolia Blossom. This was so good. This was really, really good. I liked this. The only thing with her wax is it has glitter in it, which is very pretty, but it really does a number on my warmers. So, let's talk about this really old bar. This was from my mom. I was getting her some Scentsy stuff, so she was clearing out her closet, and she was like, oh my gosh, I have this really old, like, you can see how juicy this is. I mean, which is really not that juicy for how old this bar has to be. This is Camu Camu from a long time ago. It was okay. It's definitely spring summer, but I didn't hesitate to use it because the clam is literally cracked, and it has to be so old. Like, it's cracked multiple places. Like, she had to have had it for multiple years and then gave it to me. So, there's that. Let's see. I don't know if I did these together, but I typically do, so maybe. It's pumpkin tiramisu and pumpkin chai. These are from the Harvest collection. Look how yellow this one is. Do you see that? It was yellow wax, but it's like so yellow. Pumpkin tiramisu was like, for me. pumpkin chai was like, for me. But mixing them together, they were like, okay, they kind of balanced each other out. Bright Cider Life was the star of this collection. These two were like, no. Also around that time, we got Halloween Town. I like love this one and hate this one at the same time. I took it out of my club because I was like not loving it. And then every time this gets me, on the last warm, I was like, ugh, I kind of like it. Do I get one more bar? It's sold out, so I don't think I can, but like, I need to reserve my club for like things that I love. And it was like, I liked it, but like, I don't know if I need it more, you know? Sunrise with Friends, Find Your Happy Wax Collection. This is literally driftwood. I did not like this. I was not a mega fan of the Find Your Happy Wax Collection. It just seemed very... I see how it would be appealing to some people, but it was just not up my alley. You know, like all the scents were like not things I'm into, I guess you could say. I'm going through them. They're okay. There's only one that I like honestly can't stand. But this one I just did in my spare bedroom and like it was okay. It's strong, but like I don't want any more of it. Before this video goes any longer, the last one is Bring Back My Bar Vanilla Suede. So this is the first Bring Back My Bar I've completely emptied and went through because I hate the smell of it. It smells like old man cologne to me, and I know some people really liked this one, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you my clam before I went through the rest of it. The only reason I went through it like right away is because in my bathroom I also had plugged in the pumpkin spice latte Wallflower, and those two mixed, like that was strong enough where it kind of mixed with this wax to make it a little bit better and something bearable. But literally when I was putting the last cube in for like the last night, I did it like 8 nights in a row, which I typically don't do, but like in my bathrooms I tend to do just like bars until they're gone. Like that's been my new thing and it's been working for me. I don't know why. But on the last night when I put this in, Corey was like, you don't have to buy that one again. And I was like, don't worry. I know, I don't really like it either, but it wasn't like, it was definitely okay in the bathroom, but like I wasn't a fan of it. It just smells like old man's cologne and I'm not a fan. So that's all for home fragrance empties. Like I said, I will be doing these more frequently in the future so that this stuff doesn't pile up like it did for this one, and then these videos aren't like so long. So as always, let me know what you guys are getting through down below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.